Hello, welcome to the Marchanaut Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to explain every hacking technique out there, right? You're going to be walking around with your London cigar, high class, chest out, being able to explain to everybody because you watched this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. There is social engineering and phishing, right? Social engineering involves manipulating people into divulging sensitive information or taking actions that compromise security. Phishing is a common form of social engineering that uses deceptive emails or messages to trick victims. There's malware and ransomware. Malware refers to malicious software designed to damage or gain unauthorized access to systems. Ransomware is a type of malware that encrypts data and demands payment for decryption. There's password attacks, which is, techniques like brute force attacks, dictionary attacks, and credential stuffing that are used to crack or guess passwords and gain unauthorized access to accounts. There is man-in-the-middle attacks, and also known as MITM. And MITM attacks involve intercepting communications between two parties to eavesdrop or modify data in transit. There's SQL Injection, right? This technique exploits vulnerabilities in database-driven websites to manipulate or retrieve data from databases. There's DDoS, also known as denial of service attacks, and these attacks, they overwhelm systems or networks with traffic to make them unavailable to legitimate users. There's keylogging, and keyloggers record keystrokes on a device to capture sensitive information like passwords and credit card numbers. The other common techniques is cross-site scripting, zero-day exploits, we're going to talk about that a little later, cookie theft, click jacking, fake wireless access points, AI-powered attacks, we're going to talk a little bit about that later, crypto jacking. If you like this video so far, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and like button. If you find value and you liked it, please hit that subscribe button and like button. So for 2025, there's going to be new kinds of cyber attacks, right? Several new and evolving hacking attack or techniques or attacks are expected to emerge that pose significant challenges for cybersecurity professionals or the society at large. Now, AI-powered attacks, we talked about that, right? Artificial intelligence that is set to revolutionize hacking techniques in the coming years. What are those? Like advanced phishing scams. AI will enable highly personalized and convincing phishing attacks that analyze users' online behavior to craft messages mimicking trusted communications. These AI-powered scams will be much harder to detect than traditional phishing attempts. There's automated malware creation. AI systems will be able to automatically generate new malware variants, making it challenging for traditional antivirus solutions to keep up. There's AI-driven social engineering. Attackers will leverage AI to automate and scale social engineering attacks, making them more persuasive and difficult to identify. You have emerging network vulnerabilities, right? The network is one of the most crucial aspects to any IT posture. So as new technologies are adopted, they introduce novel attack vectors. What are those? 5G network exploits. The widespread adoption of 5G networks will create new vulnerabilities, including network slicing attacks and IoT device compromises. Securing 5G infrastructure will be crucial for organizations. You have IoT exploits. With the proliferation, right, of Internet of Things devices, hackers will increasingly target these often poorly secured endpoints to gain network access. Now, there's also advanced evasion techniques. So cybercriminals are, they're constantly developing more sophisticated methods to avoid detection. We know about this. It's time for us to talk about it. Deep fake technology. Attackers will use deep fakes for more convincing social engineering and impersonation attacks. This could include fake video or audio of executives to authorize fraudulent transactions. Do you think people will start using deepfakes in job interviews? Please let me know in the comment section below. Now, there's adversarial AI attacks. Hackers will attempt to manipulate AI-based security systems through adversarial inputs, potentially causing misclassifications or system failures. There's state-sponsored threats. Nation-state actors will continue to evolve their tactics. There's cyber warfare. State-sponsored hackers will increasingly engage in cyber attacks for geopolitical objectives, targeting critical infrastructure and sensitive data. You have supply chain compromises. Attackers will focus on infiltrating software supply chains to distribute malware widely and efficiently to combat these emerging threats. To combat these emerging threats, here's what you and organizations should do at large. Implement AI-powered threat detection and response capabilities, adopt zero trust architecture principles, regularly train people, yourself, employees, your whoever, on evolving social engineering attacks and stay updated on hacking news. Collaborate with industry partners on threat intelligence sharing. Invest in advanced endpoint detection and response, right? So here are some ways that you can protect yourself. This is a more personalized approach from phishing attacks. You can use security software and keep it updated because phishing attacks will become on the rise. Install and maintain up-to-date antivirus software, anti-malware, and a firewall on your devices. Enable automatic updates to ensure you have the latest security patches. Be cautious with emails and links. Never click on suspicious links or download attachments from unknown senders. Legitimate companies won't ask for sensitive information via email. Be wary of urgent requests or threats in messages, as these are a common phishing tactic. So you're also going to want to enable multi-factor authentication. Use multi-factor authentication, also known as MFA, 2FA, on your accounts whenever possible. This adds an extra layer of security if your password is compromised. Use strong, unique passwords for each of your accounts. Consider using a password manager to generate and store complex passwords securely. Keep your software updated. Regularly update your operating system, web browsers, and other software to patch security vulnerabilities. Be skeptical of unsolicited messages. Be cautious of unsuspected or unexpected emails, texts, or pop-ups requesting personal information. Verify the sender's identity before providing any sensitive data. Use email filters and pop-up blockers. Enable spam filters on your email and use pop-up blocking software to reduce exposure to phishing attempts. You can also educate yourself. Stay informed about current phishing tactics and scams. Many workplaces, or if this is personal, you can just go online and see cybersecurity training to help yourself recognize and avoid phishing attempts. You should regularly update or backup your data, right? Maintain backups of your important data. This can help you recover if you fall victim to a phishing attack that compromises your device or accounts. By implementing these practices, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to phishing attacks and better protect your personal information. Now, another one is zero-day exploits. That's another one on the rise with phishing for the later years, right? And zero-day exploits, they work by taking advantage of previously unknown vulnerabilities in software or hardware before the sender is aware of the flaw and can develop a patch. So here's just a little overview of zero-day exploits. The discovery of the vulnerability. This is the process, where a vulnerability is discovered in a piece of software or hardware. This flaw is unknown to you, but the hacker knows, and there's no patch that exists. Now, the attackers, they exploit the creation, right? They develop a code or a method to take advantage of the newly discovered vulnerability. They must do this quickly before the vendor becomes aware of the issue and releases a fix. Now, there's initial intrusion. Using the exploit code, attackers infiltrate the target system. Now, some of the common attack vectors include buffer overflows, phishing emails. You're going to hear that word a lot, phishing emails, malicious websites, direct network attacks exploiting protocol flaws, privilege escalation. So after gaining initial access, attackers attempt to increase their privileges on the system to gain greater control. Then there's the payload delivery. With elevated privileges, the attacker delivers their malicious payload. This could be ransomware, data extraction tools, or other malware. So then, there's the data compromise or system control. Then the attacker then carries out their intended malicious activities, such as encrypting the files for ransom, stealing sensitive data, manipulating system functions, and covering attacks, right? So sophisticated attackers will try to remove evidence of their activities. That's the next phase, right? They're going to try to remove evidence of their activities using techniques like log manipulation, traffic obfuscation, and timestamp alteration, right? Zero-day exploits are particularly dangerous because there are no patches available when the attack occurs. Organizations have no time to prepare defenses, making these exploits highly effective for attackers. And basically, the window of vulnerability remains open until the vendor discovers the flaw and develops a patch, which can sometimes take weeks or months. It's like you're leaving yourself unprotected, right? A hacker can you leave yourself unprotected for a body shot, and the attack goes boom, and now you have to run around and try to find a solution. But you know, by that time, you don't know what the hacker took, what was going on, etc. So that's what I have for you today. If you found value, if you like it, please please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe and see you in the next video.